Good morning, everyone. So this week we have been reading The Only Way is Badger. Now, do you remember that yesterday we had a go at drawing the main character? Who was the main character from our lovely story? Yes, he was called Badger. Now, Badger thought that everyone should be more Badger. He thought that everyone should be able to dig a burrow just like a badger. He thought that everyone should be the right size to be able to fit underground in the burrows. He didn't want to listen to anyone else's thoughts or opinions. He just thought that he knew best. Now today, we're going to be drawing the setting of our story, where the story takes place. Now, do you remember where the story was set? I know, a swimming pool. Silly Miss Tomlinson. What about a theme park? No, it was set in a woodland. A woodland is another word for a forest. And I'm sure you've all been to a forest before. So I'm going to start on my drawing. I'm going to start with a really tall oak tree. And this is its trunk. And it's a very thick trunk. But guess what? You can't even see the branches or the leaves. It's that tall. Yeah, I know. It's going to have long, windy roots that go underground. They're very long roots. Next, I'm going to draw a little secret door. Where do you think the door is leading to? I wonder. I'm going to write a little secret passcode for the animals that they need to press the secret code for them to be able to get in and go underground to the burrows. Now this is Badger's lucky number. Around and back on the railway track. 2, my next number. Down and across and down some more. That's the way we make a 4. His lucky number, did you read it? Is 24. And it leads all the way down this secret passageway to the burrows underground. There we go. Fabulous. Next, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to pretend that you're stepping into a forest or a woodland. And I want you to go and find a very tall tree that's got a thick trunk, just like my one. Maybe it's an oak tree. And I want you to feel the bark. Feel the bark. Maybe you might try and wrap your arms around the tree trunk. But I want to feel what the bark feels like. Does it feel nice and smooth? Does it feel really rough? I wonder. Okay, open your eyes. I think it feels really rough. So I'm going to draw these wiggly lines to show that the tree trunk, the bark, is really rough. It feels really rough. Okay, next I'm going to draw some flowers that you might find in a woodland. I wonder if you know any. These are actually one of my favourite flowers, and they are so beautiful. They're like a deep, rich blue colour, and they're called bluebells. They're so pretty. Maybe you could have a look at what they look like after, a picture of them online. I wonder what flowers you might draw for your picture. So I'm going to draw the stem of the flower, and then they kind of come over just like this. And then my 2 sort of semicircles that there are the bluebells, and they're very pretty. Okay, and I'm going to draw a few wiggly worms going through the soil underground. Can you wriggle like a worm? Very good. I'm going to draw 4 wriggly worms. Can you count with me? 1, 2, 3. Oh, what's one more than 3? All right, it's 4. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 wriggly worms. I'm going to write the number 4 down and across and down some more. That's the way we make a 4. Okay, so I've got my woodland flowers. I've got my really tall oak tree. I'm going to draw a smaller tree this time. It's also going to have a much thinner trunk. Can you see it's much thinner than this tree, than my oak tree? It's going to have some branches. There we go. Now, it's not winter at the moment. It's actually summer, so it's going to have lots and lots of leaves on the branches. The leaves haven't fallen off because it's not winter time. I'm going to draw a few leaves. I think I should add a little bit of detail, don't you, onto the leaves. I'm going to show you a leaf. If you look really, really closely, you might be able to see, I'm not sure on camera, you might not be able to see, but the veins of the leaves. Can you see these thin sort of lines going up through the leaf? If you can't see them on the camera, maybe you could go and find a leaf and have a look at the veins on the leaf. So I'm going to add a little bit of detail. I'm going to add the veins onto the leaf. There we go. Now this tree trunk is going to be what's the opposite of rough? It's not going to be rough this time. It's going to be nice and smooth. It's going to feel nice and smooth. So I'm going to draw 3 straight lines to show that my tree trunk is nice and smooth. Okay. Now, I think I have finished my picture of the setting of our story today. Okay, so I've chosen to draw an oak tree with a secret door, and it's got a secret code on, with some lovely bluebells, and then a smaller tree as well. I wonder what sort of picture you're going to draw for your setting, for your woodland setting. Okay, bye.